Kevin! Kevin! Where are you, Kevin? Kevin! Yeah. Oh, hi, Kevin. Say, you were saying last night about Jack Franks. He built a robot with a filthy mouth? Yeah? Okay. Well, hey, I'll tell you something. Watch now, right? Okay. Here we are today. You hear the dog bark, right? Jack has been a bad robot, right? They call him Groot because that spells robot, right? And Jack has a filthy mouth. Dad puts dead meat in his mouth and the maggots grow. So now I got to bleach out the robot. The robot is like a box, you know, from Logan's Run. This is what Jeremy tells me, you know. He's a magician. So we clean out the mouth of Jack and then I read to you now. You must decipher the barking about the robber crab. That is my brother, right? He is a hermit. And look at what he says about the Roaring Twenties. He hears this from Oral Roberts and Sir Charles Roberts and also Kenneth L. Roberts, right? And also many other important Roberts, okay, like Oscar Roberts, right? Many Roberts of different nationalities that we see. They fly like a bird, right? Like a robot Robin Hood, okay? There's even a Lewis called one like that too, and a Robinson Crusoe and a Ray Robinson, you know? He was one of the Sugar Rays. And Joseph T. Robertson, right? He was a Democrat. Plus there's James Harvey Robertson. And then Jackie Robinson, the famous baseball player, and Frank Robinson too. They're all robots. Like Bill Robinson was an American tap dancer, one of the most famous entertainers of his time, born Luther Robinson in Richmond, Virginia. See? Right, so many Roberts. But I tell you now about the robot, right? The Groot robot called Mr. Mobar. Right, he moves at the touch of a button by a 16-year-old builder. The robot was a science fair project. Now look at that, Mr. Robot. I see a resemblance in this robot here that Jack Franks is making. Kind of like a Jack in the Box. But I do know that Sandra Bullock has a basalt rock, which is very common, right? And she knows many things about the sandstone in New York, okay, which is a sedimentary rock. Plus, other things too, like that basalt indigenous to Michigan. So, we know much about dragons when we studied the rock. So here now, I show you the page. This is the giant robot that Jack Frankie builds. He's like a weenie, right? A genie weenie, okay? So he walk around now, and everybody thinks that, you know, they have no control of the robot. But I say they do, as long as they quit poisoning my dad with lies. So that's what's going on here in the Rockefeller Center.